We live in a world that constantly pulls our attention toward what is temporary. Success, money, possessions, recognition, and status. These are the things our culture tells us to chase. But deep down, many people sense something is missing. No matter how much we achieve or accumulate, it never fully satisfies. Why? Because we were not created for the temporary. We were created for eternity. The Bible reminds us in 2 Corinthians 4:8, so we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. Since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. That verse reveals a powerful truth. Everything we see around us will one day pass away, but eternity will last forever. So the question becomes, how do we live for eternity while still living in a temporary world? First, we must change our focus. Most people live focused on what they can see, their circumstances, their goals, their immediate needs. But living for eternity means shifting our perspective. Instead of asking, what do I want right now, we begin asking what matters forever. Jesus said in Matthew 6:19-20, do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven. This doesn't mean we ignore our responsibilities. It means we prioritize what lasts. Second, we must invest in what is eternal, what actually lasts forever. Not possessions, not achievements, not reputation, but people last forever, souls last forever, and our relationship with God lasts forever. When you love others, serve others, and point them toward God, you are investing in eternity. Every act of kindness, every word of truth, every moment of compassion, these are eternal investments. Third, we must live with purpose, not just routine. It's easy to drift through life without thinking about the bigger picture. Colossians 3:23 says, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord. That means even ordinary moments can have eternal value when they are done for God. Your work, your conversations, your choices. Fourth, we must stay spiritually focused. A temporary world constantly distracts us, pulling our attention toward things that don't last. That's why we need to stay connected to God through prayer, scripture, and worship. When we stay close to God, our perspective changes. We begin to see life through the lens of eternity. Fifth, we must hold loosely to this world. This doesn't mean we don't enjoy life. It means we don't cling to it. The Bible reminds us that we are temporary residents here. This world is not our final home. Sixth, we must live ready. Jesus often spoke about being ready for his return. Living for eternity means living with the awareness that this life is short and that eternity is real. In the end, living for eternity is not about doing something extraordinary. It's about living ordinary life with eternal perspective. Because one day, everything temporary will fade, but what was done for God will remain forever. And when that day comes, the only thing that will truly matter is how we lived in light of eternity.